UFO sightings over San Diego. Is it flares? Is it aliens?
It's definitely a UFO.
I think there's flares.
Get out of here.
No, they're flares.
They're not flares.
They're definitely flares.
How can you say they're flares?
Because they're flares. The military told us they're flares.
Yeah, okay. And
What do you mean,
also
yeah, okay?
The government also lied to you about Area 51 for how many years?
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they
it's
did.
actually a military base. What else do you want them to say?
I want them to say they have aliens there. The Roswell crash is there. We have the aliens. We have people from other planets there.
Nah. On June 27th, there were sightings, multiple sightings. I think hundreds of sightings.
Multiples.
There's been tons of videos. Just type in UFO sighting over San Diego. I think about like 30 or 40 videos, not just from newscasts, regular people just posting videos on these alien flares, UFOs.
You had everyone from San Diego to even Tijuana, Mexico, that saw these flares.
I mean, the first video that I saw of this that the news shared, NBC7 in San Diego.
Mystery lights in the sky Monday night, seen across San Diego, that left everyone with the same question. What is that?
They did look like flares. The only thing that was weird, they weren't moving.
No, they weren't.
They
moving.
weren't like descending. They weren't coming down.
There was only one video that we saw. It was a time-lapse video, and you could see it descending. But then others would start up, and they would descend too.
Well, yeah.
But that was the only one that I saw. It looked like they
And
were
this
coming
person was
down.
right on the beach that
Correct.
showed you they were definitely flares. So I don't know if different angles, the cameras, or how far away they are, because apparently the news reported on that it was 5 miles off ashore that these lights were being seen.
Yeah, they said they had no comment from the Navy, but lifeguards and the Coast Guard said there were flares.
The Coast Guard told ABC 10 News they believe the Navy was conducting flare training with expired flares.
And they reported no aircraft was in the vicinity of these flares.
Yeah, on radar.
But then we saw a video too, planes were taking off on San Diego Airport.
Yeah. The only thing that I wouldn't say they're flares is because they light up when we did the Phoenix Lights episode, that they light up in succession, then they go off at like random times. And flares, like somebody said, that they would burn and they would come down and only last for about 60 seconds. And the eyewitness accounts say this lasted for over 20 minutes.
Well, yeah, and then if you look at some of the videos are more than 60 seconds.
Correct.
But not only that, too, there is different types of flares. There's stuff from aircrafts, there's parachute flares. So I'm trying to take into account, really say like, all right, is this UFOs? Is it not UFOs?
The only thing is they stay clustered together, like flares spread apart. If there's, like wind variation, changes like that, and especially like over the ocean, they would drift apart. They wouldn't stay equally the distance apart. The other set, so there's 2 sets of 3 lights, and they stayed like the same exact spacing.
Well, yeah, and then there was 2 above, 2 below.
Yeah, it's just too weird to me. Too much of a coincidence from the Phoenix Lights and this to be flares.
Well, I thought it was really cool that people were also videotaping like airplanes in the area as well. So you see like blinking lights. One person did share a video where I never seen this before. So I don't know if this had anything to do with it. Maybe the military was following the UFO craft.
That would be awesome.
I didn't even think about it because remember the first video that we watched? Looks like a plane. There's a blinking light behind 2 other lights that aren't blinking at all.
Correct.
Was there some type of alien craft in the vicinity that the military was following or knew about?
I mean, we always talk about this too, is like the government technologies, and the government has probably secret things that they're working on, projects, and maybe this is one of them that they're working on, like a new technology that a military aircraft is flying behind something.
Well, here's another thing, because we've been doing a lot of videos on aliens, UFOs, lights. The Tic Tac video that was shared from years ago, and the government
this general vicinity.
Right, and they admitted to this.
Correct.
This is one of the things I don't get. If they are admitting to things that happened in the past and everybody's saying they're disclosing all this information from the Pentagon, Washington is all disclosing all these information on UFOs and aliens.
Just say that we don't know what this is.
Yeah, like why not come out? Like every news organization that we watch from the report in this area from San Diego, we're like, there has been no comment from the Navy. There's been no comment from the military. There's been no comment. Then why release all these documents?
Because they want you.
It's like shady shit.
It is.
It's shady.
It is.
Just release it.
I don't believe they're flares.
In the beginning-
only the one video I've saw, it looked like a flare. The other ones did not look like flares.
Yeah, this one was really close to the water. This is probably like 30 yards from the water.
Correct. It was a time-lapse video, though.
I understand that. Then why aren't they falling in the other videos the way that... I mean, I understand they're a time-lapse video, but that's more than...
That's more than 60 seconds.
Right. If it's in a time-lapse video, because they'd be going a lot faster
Correct.
if it was 60 seconds.
I don't know. But there's multiple lights, and they're just spread too perfectly out to be flares.
Well, the only other thing, like I said, when that video where the person showed an airplane, you could see the blinking light. If they're filming from that far of a distance, it's definitely a plane. You know what I'm saying? Like when you film from that far, you could see the blinking light, but the two in front were not blinking. That what gets me too in this cluster of videos that people kept sharing.
Unless like the two non-blinking videos are just like fog lights on the plane that they just have going.
That's a pretty big ass plane then.
I know. I'm just saying that's the only other thing it could be.
Because if you're filming from that far of a distance, that plane is just blinking. There's no way that just the back tail is blinking, the front's not blinking.
Yeah, I know.
This one is weird.
It is very mysterious.
But why aren't they disclosing this?
God, because they really don't want us to know.
But then why give us little tidbits of all this other shit?
Because they won't want to scare us.
Scare us for what? People know. Tons of people. People know. People are filming this.
People are filming this, but it's not mainstream.
What do you mean it's not mainstream? Look at this shirt. The shirt is mainstream.
Yeah, I know.
UFOs are taking the lobsters.
That would be great if they were.
And they're probably eating. But does it have something to do with over the water as well?
People do theorize that there's a base underwater. I think it's definitely a UFO.
This is a weekday weird.
UFO.
I don't know, man. I'm torn. Like, I don't know what to believe. I look at it and say, all right, people lie all the time. The government lies to us.
But there's so many eyewitnesses to this one that
I don't. We would have. I looked at tons of videos of dropping flares, shooting flares. They don't fall like this.
No, they don't.
Unless they're parachute flares.
But those.
But they're gonna waste
60
like
seconds.
Yeah, 60 seconds. I get that. But
this was over 20 minutes.
So even if we count the lights, but how many are they shooting up? You know?
Yeah.
And then how come there's no, when you shoot it up and you see in videos, even during the daytime,
lights up, yeah,
you see the light like go up.
Yeah, just like a firework.
Right. And then you see some type of smoke trail. Granted, I know this is 5 miles away and you're not seeing any of that, but we're not seeing any of this.
No, you're not.
I'm torn, man. I want to believe.
All right.
I think I'm going to give it a thumbs up.
Benny gives it a thumbs up too.
Ben always gives it a thumbs up because it's always spooky time in the studio.
I give it a thumbs up as well. I think it's UFO.
Yeah, I can't explain this. Let us know your thoughts. Make sure to subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Follow along to all the weirdness. And until next time,
stay spooky.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yep. I think it's good. Thank you for not drinking on today's episode. Yo, Ben, I didn't even realize you put Teddy there.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's America's birthday when we're recording this. Who do you like better? Benjamin Franklin the duck? Or do you like Teddy Roosevelt the duck?
I like Teddy. I like his hat.
Hello, I'm Benjamin Franklin. And
Oh, I got it.
what are you going to show me?
Megalodon. They think they call him Megalodon.
What do you mean they call him? Here's the video. Why do you always point?
I'm kidding.
You know, no, you're not kidding. You love pointing.
I do love pointing, but here's the video.
They can't see it, and you look down at the video.
San Diego.
Hey,
UFOs.
San Diego video, guys. Look at this video. Look at what Greg has behind the book. God damn it. This is going to be like another 3 minutes.
No, it's not.
All right, ready?
Yeah, it starts off.